Amazon unveils a new video subscription, YouTube adds live 360 videos, European regulators look at Google, and more. It's Monday, April 18th, and this is Crunch Report. Are you a fan of Amazon's video lineup but don't really care about fast, free shipping? Well, the company announced today that it's going to sell Prime Video as a separate subscription. Now, if you like your existing Prime subscription, don't worry, you're good, nothing's changing. However, Amazon's adding the option to pay $8.99 per month and just get access to content like Transparent and Mozart in the Jungle without having to pay for extra stuff like shipping and music. Here's the interesting thing. From a pure value perspective, Prime Video sounds worse than the full Prime package, which only costs $99 a year, but it does offer the flexibility of a monthly subscription, and it also makes it easier for Amazon to market this as a Netflix competitor rather than a kind of confusing conglomeration of all these different services. YouTube videos might be getting a lot more immersive because the company is adding support for 360-degree live streaming video. One of the first videos to take advantage of these capabilities will be the live stream from the Coachella Music Festival, but any YouTube creator should be able to live stream 360 video as long as they have the right camera, which is, granted, a pretty big caveat. To watch the video, you don't need any VR headsets or special hardware at all. You can just watch it on YouTube on any device. YouTube is also adding support for spatial audio, which is to say audio that tries to replicate the way things sound in real space, though that's only going to be available for non-live videos, at least for now. European regulators say they have no plan to ease up their scrutiny of Google. In a speech today in the Netherlands, the European Union's Antitrust Commissioner said her department is taking a close look at Google's contracts with mobile companies. She said, "Our concern is that by requiring phone makers and operators to preload a set of Google apps, rather than letting them decide for themselves which apps to load, Google might have cut off one of the main ways that new apps can reach customers." Google naturally says that anyone can use Android with or without any preloaded apps. And by the way, it's been about a year since the European Commission launched its probe of Android, and some recent reports suggest the Commission is preparing to issue formal charges. Are you worried that your romantic partner is cheating on you? Well, there's a new smart mattress called the Mattress, which is supposed to help you detect whether that's the case because it can detect whether different parts of your bed are being used. So if you're on a business trip, you can use the Mattress to detect whether someone else might be keeping your husband or wife company while you're gone. As TechCrunch's Jordan Crook points out, now, if you're feeling paranoid, there are other more practical ways to achieve the same goal, like installing a camera or getting a password, or, I don't know, accepting that if you don't trust somebody, the relationship is probably over. But this is certainly an interesting use of smart mattress technology, and the company says it's already in the manufacturing process. The dates of Apple's Worldwide Developer Conference have become public thanks to Siri. When you ask Siri, when is the next WWDC, it will tell you the answer, June 13th to 17th. That means you can expect a flood of Apple news during the keynote on June 13th. WWDC is, of course, one of Apple's big events for the year. The news that comes out usually revolves around updated software instead of new devices because the devices usually get announced at separate events. For example, there have been reports that Apple will be renaming its desktop and laptop operating system to Mac OS, a change we might hear about in June. That's the report for today. I'm Anthony Ha. Crunch Report airs every weekday at 7 p.m. Eastern, 4 p.m. Pacific on TechCrunch.com. You can also find us on iTunes and on YouTube. We'll see you tomorrow.